You approve?
I approve of people making up their own decisions. You know, my own opinion is different. But, oh, okay, perfect. So we do have Gur on the screen. As we mentioned before, this tournament is everything for Gur. He doesn't need to only place top 8. He needs to be farther in the top 8. You can't just place 7th and then make it into the finals.
No way.
This is one of the things you're going to be hearing a lot from us tonight. Pretty much from us, the other commentators as well.
Shang.
Last chance qualifier is an interesting situation. It is honestly not something I personally would ever want to be put in.
No,
because
wait.
then if you don't place here, like let's say for example, if worst case scenario, Gur has to make it to LCQ, you have to win that, and then your reward is going up against the first seed in the LCQ. Not exactly the most favorable situation you want to be in.
Yeah,
so Gur wants to place here.
There's definitely too much on the line at LCQ. I agree 100%. Like wherever that's going to take place, whoever ends up going there, that's just like everything is on the line right there. There's no second place. There's no third place. It's just first place gets the spot. All right, they're going for the button check right now.
And now, perfect. So I've been watching Gur play a lot lately. He's been making pretty much the complete switch over to Eternal, which is one of the new variations that were added along with the rest of the Variation 3s a couple months back. We've had a little taste of Eternal from ECT in the likes of Kombat, who I'm assuming we'll see at some point very soon. But now that Gur is playing Eternal, I'm interested to see how well he meshes with this variation.
God.
Gur with Geras alone is already scary. We have seen that time and time again since the beginning of the pro competition.
Yeah, now he has access to ridiculous plus frames. He has access to teleports. He has access to a lot. This man is about to go ham with Eternal Geras. Get hype, people. We got Eternal Geras. And you know what? We might as well just call Gur Geras because this man came here
it's Gur.
looking like the true Geras.
Listen, it is Geras right now, but he's going up against Shang. This has been kind of like a back and forth matchup. I've seen a lot of people have a lot of different opinions to it. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with Gur's new switch to Eternal.
Oh, very good. That's the plus frames right off the start.
Okay, so this is ArnKratos. I've heard a lot about him. I'm really excited to see how he goes up.
This guy's an online god.
Yeah.
He's destroyed me in Combat League more than 700 times. I'm tired of it. And now he's here in the pro competition NEC20. Gonna try to give the works to your boy Gur. See if it happens. Wow, the body splash. Put the down 2 away.
ArnKratos trying to go for a little bit of a shimmy into the 1-1.
Ooh, good jump kick. He's slowly dragging him to the corner right now. Gur, how is he going to get out of this situation?
That is a costly drop.
Look at that. Punches to the mouth. He said, you want one? I'll give you another one.
We're still seeing drops. That is not something I'm used to seeing out of Gur. Okay, spends the extra bar. Nice little pick up there. Going to force Gur off his defensive meter. And now ArnKratos has the life lead, but Gur has Fatal Blow. We know he's not against just letting it rip.
I mean, do you think Gur, knowing the position he's put in right now, with the points and everything, how this is like last situation stuff, he has to be nervous.
Oh, it was a 4-grab, so it's not going to kill. That's a little bit
Punish!
less damage.
He could have got a kill. Yo, he could have got a kill punish right there.
That could hurt him in the end. Okay, this won't kill either.
One more touch from Gur could make the comeback. Intractable.
That was so smart. He knew that Gur had no defensive meter for the last breath. That was going to chip out regardless. ArnKratos.
Ay, Dios mío. Ayúdame. He's got him in the corner right now. Are we going to see the Geras crushing blow, punch in the mouth? No, ArnKratos is going to piano him with the Hell Sparks.
And now even with one of the more recent patches a bit ago, Warlock seemed a little bit of a damage. We still see 25%. That's a respectable amount of damage. And look at all the damage now with the corpse drops.
This corpse dropping right on top of Geras' beautiful shiny head. Let's go. What a grab. Yo, down 4 low sand gimmick master.
It's a classic, man.
You can't even call it a gimmick anymore because it hits so much.
It really is like a legitimate mind game because then you can move into other sorts of layers. But here we go.
This is going to crush blow.
Is it?
Yes!
Still not going to kill, though. ArnKratos, one touch in the Fatal Blow will do a lot of damage. Could potentially even kill now.
That was actually insane. The sequence that just happened, he tried to do the forward 3, but Geras' forward 3 shut it down. Oh, no, vice versa. Sorry, opposite. Reverse what I just said. Please.
Listen,
and thank you.
Still way too close for comfort. Granted, Gur got that second round in there. ArnKratos is still playing really well. It's always seems to get Gur off his defensive meter pretty much as soon as he gets it, and that's a really good thing if you're going up against a Geras player.
Yeah, look, is he gonna take teleport right out of the corner position? Genius stuff from Gur. He's setting up these clones in such a way he can utilize them perfectly.
I like how ArnKratos is always at the ready. Okay, that's when you know that it's time to bring out everything.
Yeah, he's going with the low mix, overhead mix.
Oh, misses the drop there. That is really costly.
Oh, he got the counter hit. He didn't commit. You know, forward 2-1-2 is such a great move. Like, even on hit, you can
oh, right to the leg, 34%. Gur stealing the life lead away.
Finish it. Is he going to finish it?
What is happening?
This is war. This is a war. Oh!
You knew it was coming. So smart. Roll out of the corner right into the fatal blow. Just barely trip carded ArnKratos. And you could tell by ArnKratos he's not happy about that.
No, he's not happy. He's analyzing the situation right now. He said, you know what, Gur, you're really good, but it's not over yet for me. I like it a lot. Gur staying composed. Both of them taking a little second to think about the situation that's going on and see if ArnKratos can readjust.
And even then, you can look at Gur's expression as well. He's not happy about that either. That is way too close for comfort. We talked about before how Gur is one of the most passionate players that we have. There's a lot riding on his performance this weekend, and you can tell in his face that it's really showing.
I'd be shaking right now, bro.
I'm shaking already.
I would have been pissed myself. Oh, very good stuff. He's got him in the corner. ArnKratos.
We're already seeing a more aggressive ArnKratos coming out of the game.
Yes, and did you just see that? Gur hit the flawless block on the jump kick, but did not have no meter to flawless up to it.
From what I saw, like I've been saying, I've been seeing Gur. He's been working a lot on flawless blocks, but we haven't seen those reversals come out of him just yet. And ArnKratos is running away with this round right now. A very comfortable life lead. There's the flawless block.
Yeah, he had the meter now. He said, here you go. Special delivery.
ArnKratos going for a lot of hop attacks.
Gur's got the clone. It's so smart because he can either make it pop. Okay.
And when he makes a pop, he is plus. So there is a mind game behind that.
Throw one right back up.
Throw another one up. You go for a low sand trap. It's all frame traps for ArnKratos.
And I love the way he's using it because he'll do that. If he pops it, plus frame, set up another one. If he doesn't pop it, ArnKratos goes for the advance. Boom, he's on the other side of the screen.
It almost seems like Gur is more comfortable staying farther away as Eternal. Up close, ArnKratos really has been getting the better of it.
Plus frames on the massive hit from you, boy, ArnKratos. Oh, that
flawless block attempt gone wrong. This is going to do a lot of damage. Going to be able to cash out here. 26%.
No, the flawless blocks on these jump kicks. Gur is a machine right now. Hitting him in the side of the hip.
Again, a lot of drops coming out right now. He has to be nervous. You could see it in his gameplay, and you saw it in his face earlier. But the forward grab, trying to get some Oki started. ArnKratos, beautiful defense, not getting opened up by the forward two.
And you know that string that Shang Tsung does where he hops on top of your head like a rabbit? That thing is not easy to stop. People are like, oh, there's a huge gap. But you know how many other options Shang Tsung has?
Exactly.
Very good stuff. Not going to crushing blow, but it's going to give him that life lead he wants.
Throws out the clone, and he's opting to back away just a little bit. Has fatal blow. We might be able to see it out of Gur. Can ArnKratos pull it off? He has one more chance to close out the hitting game.
Killed himself. No, this was just that was not it. That was not it. ArnKratos still alive, still in this. He can still get out of this. Let's see what happens. Fatal blow. Gonna obliterate him for the round.
That was the second time that ArnKratos went for what looks like a flawless block, reversal attempt, and it just didn't pay off. Now, granted, that was a really expensive way to close out the round for Gur. He has no fatal blow to work with here in round number 3, so ArnKratos probably feels a little good about that. But Gur backing away.
Oh, very good Hell Sparks. He's just putting the advance on him, and there you go. Gonna get a good opening. Your boy ArnKratos smells the blood right now. Gur is in a tough position. You don't want to lose this. You do not want to be tied in a 1-1 situation in a 1st-2 setting.
Nice little weird side switch there, and that's going to do it. That was a dominant third round, and the pressure is on.
The pressure's on. The pressure's on. My pits are sweating right now, man. I could imagine Gur's.
Look at the face right now.
Look at the sweat. I see the sweat glistening on the foreheads.
Listen, I'm sweating.
Woo!
All right, I think everyone in this vicinity is starting to sweat, man. There's too much stress on the line. Even for me, I'm retired and I am stressing out right now.
Dude, I didn't think being behind the mic in the pro setting was going to be this stressful. Like,
not much.
I low-key feel like I'm fighting these matches sometimes.
Now, he's going to stick with Geras. ArnKratos, you can see he feels a little bit more at ease, but this is Gur we're talking about. He's made miraculous comebacks before, and granted, Gur has had a ton of good showings. We've seen 9 places across the board, top 16s, a win even at RTX, but he goes to Infinite Warden now. It is no more Eternal. The gloves are off. It is back to the comfort.
This is it. Everything's on the line here. Both of them tied 1-1. ArnKratos showing that he can compete with the best. Wow, what a trade on there. But Kratos is going to take the bigger damage on that. What a short hop on the corpse drop.
I like that, and those are the little micro decisions you're going to have to make to stay away from little bits of chip damage. Those are going to add up. The majority of this round has been all chip damage. Nice little scout with a down 1.
Oh, the grab tech. Bro, this is the original Shang Tsung right now.
Oh, and there's the match of knowledge. Flawless blocking that second spark and getting the low sand trap punish.
Gonna get a nice conversion off of the Hell Sparks. Coming in with the snake strikes. Geras just gonna dash up, grab him with the hammer slam. Zyrax in the back right now being tortured by the manufacturers. Oh my god.
Gur has Fatal Blow again. It is such a scary tool to have. He could have even used it there and possibly close out the round. Gur, any sort of hesitation is going to make him lose this round, and there it is, opting not to use the defensive meter. And ArnKratos.
Round 2, fight.
This is unreal right now. Are we about to see? I have to call this an upset, right? It has to be an upset.
This is going to be the second upset of tonight. The second upset of tonight, people.
Go a little bit of damage on the forward 3-2.
Oh my god, that fist. I felt that one. Right to the face.
Okay.
Rushing blow karate chop.
He needs to use it. He wants to keep that life lead nice and early, and this should even be able to close out the entire round.
He's taking it. Gonna tie it up 1-1. These matches have been absolutely insane.
And now both players. This is how it's going to go. 1-1, last round. Fatal blows are ready for both players when the time comes, if it comes. Expect to see a very slow start to this round.
Oh yeah, definitely. Look at this. He's ducking, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. ArnKratos, he's fishing it out. He said, I need to put the pressure right here. Gur is feeling the heat. Good breaker, immediate kicking him away from the sand trap, bro.
This is looking really tough for Gur. No defensive meter to work with. ArnKratos is all over him right now. The hit confirm off of the shimmy. Almost 26%.
The wake up 1-1 punish from your boy Gur. He doesn't want to lose this. Oh! This could be the comeback.
He's going to do so much damage here.
Ah!
Blow. Almost 44%.
One more time.
Do it!
Bro!
ArnKratos sending Gur to losers with the anti-air fatal blow. And Gur, the dream starting to slip away. ArnKratos walking away with the win, and now Gur has even more work to do.
Yo, this is too much.
I can't,
This is
man.
too much right now, bro. Are you kidding me? Gur just went out with the fight of the century. This guy was really clinging onto life, and now he's going to be in the loser side with the most his points really matter here. His points really matter here, man.
And then even then, we saw earlier in that third round, Gur had a huge life deficit, but you felt that momentum starting to come back there in that third round. And one little mistake, the jump over, and then ArnKratos having the reactions to just let that fatal blow rip as the trip guard, and that's what gave him that last little opportunity to close it out.
And I gotta say, you know, I haven't been following ArnKratos like that. I know he is an online killer, but if this is like one of his first majors or something, I gotta give credit to the kid. He came here with the A game.
Regardless, you have to call that an upset because Gur has been
100%.
really consistent across the board. This is early on. I mean, we have a lot of matches. We have a lot of pools playing later on this evening. But now, PL going against ArnKratos. ArnKratos.
Perfect Legend taking on ArnKratos, who made it here all the way from his homeland, his home country of Russia, if I remember correctly. And a little side note from the last match, Bernanoni is going to go down to the lower bracket to face Deadly Rebel.
Oof.
I don't know if we're going to get that one on stream. Hopefully someone's going to record it, so be on the lookout for that intense match.
Hopefully we'll be able to give an update on that, because that is going to be insane. I mean, we all saw what happened between Deadly Rebel and Ninjakilla earlier.
Oh, so
that was an insane set. But now we have PL going up against ArnKratos. ArnKratos did pull an upset earlier using Shang, which I was really happy to see. We haven't seen a lot of Shang lately, especially, you know, with the likes of Fox's Grandpa and maybe a couple other players as well. PL, a couple characters at his disposal. We've been seeing a lot of Kollector out of him. But has been in talks of using Raiden, and even he went back to Kung Lao for one set.
Yeah, he did when he felt like he needed to. Again, when you play all these different characters, you know, you run into these matchups. You get into something familiar, and you want to, you know, it's you know, every matchup is different. You know, you got to know how to play against certain characters. And Perfect Legend, does he have a true main?
I don't think so. I think, especially with this game, you're seeing a lot of players have an arsenal of about 2 to 3 different characters, whether it's different variations in the same character or what have you. But either way, he has all of these characters ready. So if he comes up against a matchup he might not like with the Kollector, boom, he has Kung Lao. He likes it. If he's going up against a matchup he doesn't like Kung Lao with, boom, he was going to have another character at his disposal. He's one of those players that will always have an answer to a matchup. And now on the flip side, ArnKratos, we've only really seen Shang out of him.
Yeah, we have. But PL did run into a Shang a little bit earlier in this pool, I believe, against El Kakui. But I don't remember exactly who each player was playing. I know it was a little bit of dancing around the Fighter Select stream. But I think PL is in top shape today. He's looking great.
PL did beat El Kakui, to my knowledge.
Yes.
Even then, that was not an easy win. But a down 2 crushing blow to start us off. Huge damage. PL opting not to break. I'm a little surprised at that.
Yeah, I mean, that's 37%. That is so, I mean, I believe it was, I don't know. That was a lot of damage there from the down 2. Great counter from Perfect Legend. Again, that mace, one of the greatest buttons to really hit on somebody's meaty. You can just go right outside of their wake-up range and really control the pace when they get up.
So Kollector, no stranger to some really respectable damage there. Almost 33%. Opening him up with these forward ones, but just not a lot of confidence in confirming them.
Yeah, he's trying to stagger, trying to keep him guessing, keep him on his toes, getting a little bit of health back as that throw only does 12%. Big jump in here from ArnKratos, but because he was in the corner, it didn't convert correctly.
That could hurt, but he's just trying to chip him out at this point, and that will certainly do it. No last breath to work with. The corpse drop will close out the first round. Very strong.
Round 2.
ArnKratos has all that space to back up with if he chooses to do so.
Oh, he's going the wrong way, and Perfect Legend taking him for a ride here thanks to that teleport, forcing that breakaway, forcing us 2 bars. So now he's got no wake-up resources at all. So once Perfect Legend knocks him down, it's time to play.
And this is absolutely party time for Perfect Legend. Going with a short hop into a 4-1, not sure what that was, but regardless, still gets knocked down. Now, ArnKratos, this is his time, switching position. Has a lot of work to do if he wants to come back.
Oh, looking for the short teleport, but PL did expend the defensive bar there. Gets to get away, and that's a big crushing blow, 24%. Trying to get the follow-up here, but PL blocking, holding on to that block button, launches him and breaks away.
Oh, it's just out of range of the fatal blow. You know what? It's not the end of the world. That fatal blow was not going to kill. That could have actually cost it. But now, round number 3. Who's going to be able to take this first game? PL playing a lot more defensive now this time around.
Yes, definitely is. Chucking the bola, ducking right under it, trying to avoid as much tip damage as possible. Great call out on the amplified teleport there, using that defensive bar. Reversal counter, Perfect Legend trying to do something, whether that was backdashing or pressing a button, but he did not want to block, refused to block in that situation. Big jump in. Now that string does have a gap, but most people assume you're not crazy enough to do it.
And you know what? And that's good. That's good to throw it out there every once in a while, test the matchup knowledge I have. But you know what? ArnKratos seems relatively comfortable in this matchup. He seems to know the gaps. He seems to know the right range to play at. But PL's making a lot of right reads, but no punish on a blocked bola.
That was a full combo punish. Perfect Legend possibly wanted to cancel it, but just didn't.
Playing the patient game. PL teleporting right in, 4-4. Gonna smack Kratos to the ground. No hit confirmed there. Another missed punish. 4-4 again. Kratos does not want to get opened up.
He got antsy. He got antsy. Is he going to spend it? Is he going to spend it? No. Decides to hold on to it.
Next touch from either player should kill.
He got him in the air. Didn't convert into a full combo because of it. Throwing out the up skulls. This is so intense.
The clock, 7 seconds, but the punish on the fatal blow. ArnKratos taking game number 1. Way too close for comfort.
He threw all caution to the wind and just dashed up, went for fatal blow. I mean, of course, hindsight is 20/20, but ArnKratos just sat there, blocked, waited for the opportunity. PL hung himself there with that last play.
I think ArnKratos was just staring at the clock at that point. I think it was the smart move to make, but the fatal blow, really just kind of risking it all. And honestly, I think I would have much rather seen him maybe dash in, go for shimmy, go for a grab, might have been able to pull it out there. But regardless, still playing really well. Not out of it yet. That was by no means a one-sided match.
No.
But now we're seeing PL, like we talked about, all those different characters. It's time to go Kung Lao.
I feel like I've heard this from a lot of people who play both Kung Lao and Shang Tsung, is that Shang Tsung really, if he's got those up skulls, he can control Kung Lao because Kung Lao jumps a lot. That's just how you play the character. So it's going to have to be a very different approach from PL, a little bit more conservative, not relying so much on jumping because those up skulls are going to play a big factor in this matchup.
And not to mention, like we just saw there, the down 2 by Shang is such a good anti-air. One of the few down 2s that really works from any range of a jump kick. And to confirm the follow-up. Kratos is playing super solid right now, but PL going for a little bit more of a defensive playstyle. These trades are definitely not in his favor.
And that was a very risky dive kick, but it did pay off for PL. Does get the conversion afterwards. Oh, he's going for a ride.
Okay, one more touch.
Either one. Great balls block. That was key here in this tough situation, but he just doesn't. Injustice Boys off the interactable. Goes for the dive kick. If he blocked it.
I can't believe he went for that. I actually can't believe he went for that. But regardless, it paid off for him. You move on. Sometimes you got to throw out the risk, and now
You have to.
corpse drops and sparks for days. It's just a defensive style. Little bits of damage, and he's just going to back off.
He wants nothing to do with that teleport. He said, I don't want to guess. I don't want to have to react to it. Just get away from me.
And again, the matchup knowledge. He knows to just play right in that space, even with the orbiting hat around the teleport. Staying away, going for the Hell Sparks to check him. And that's all it is.
Oh, looking for a down 2 there. I believe I saw the startup animation. Great punish there of that spin. Not really sure what PL was hunting.
This was board drop. Nice flawless block there. No bite on the shimmy. ArnKratos, this defense has been really impressive.
I love the patience there from PL block or getting hit. Oh, hold on! As soon as I said I love the patience, here comes the fatal blow from downtown. Hey, but this is a questionable decision.
It is very questionable. You know what? He has the first round. If he feels it, he feels it. But that risk is definitely not going to pay off. It is now 3rd round with no fatal blow to work with.
Yeah, a finite resource. You only get, as long as that fatal blow connects, it is gone. It is gone for the rest of the game. So PL needs to make the win the old-fashioned way.
And that is such a huge victory if you're ArnKratos. To get hit by the fatal blow, now it's gone, and still win that round. He's on set point. Everything is just looking perfect for him. But PL not giving up just yet. Throwing out a couple dive kicks. He's playing a lot more sporadic now, and I think it's paying off.
And it's doing so great for him right now. He's in a groove, he's in a rhythm. You can never count out Perfect Legend. I mean, this is a multiple EVO champion, specifically an SK9, back-to-back EVO champion. Hold on, and there he is. He's here to play, tying it up 1-1.
And you just see how much more comfortable he is with Kung Lao. He's been playing the character pretty much since day one. Kollector was someone he picked up a little bit more down the road after release. But he just seems to really click with this character. It doesn't matter whether it's the hit confirms or the play style behind the teleports or the mind games behind the grabs. He just seems to have it all fleshed out. And now ArnKratos is going to stick with Warlock. There's no doubt in my mind he's going to stick with it.
Loyalist through and through. But you know what? PL has to be thinking, or somewhere in his mind has got to be the idea of, I should have picked Kung Lao out the gate. I should have picked Kung Lao out the gate. And this would have been a little bit better for him. But unfortunately, we're not there. It's 1-1. Final game right here.
starting off with the Hellsparks. Now PL off a defensive meter in the first 2 seconds of the game. You're seeing ArnKratos go straight in. He wants to deal as much damage while no breakaway is available. And here it is, a respectful 26%.
Yeah, not the most damaging combo, but you know, considering how great his zoning is, I think it fits him pretty well.
I think it was fine. It was a little bit of a change. He used to hit like an absolute truck, but even now, looking at the little bits of damage that even PL's throwing out with these hats.
Yes, and I love the meticulous setup that Perfect Legend did set up there, had the orbiting hat, goes for the dive kick, and the orbiting hat covered the punishment route, keeping Perfect Legend very safe in that situation.
Finishes the string, goes with a little bit of the skull, a little bit of extra damage. I like it.
I don't know if he wanted dive kick. I did hear a little error there from an attempt to break away. At this point, it's pretty much muscle memory, but he didn't have 2 bars of defensive meter quite yet. So ArnKratos on a match point, getting right through his Perfect Legend with that dive kick, forcing the breakaway, and the down 2.
Everything is really starting to work out for ArnKratos. A little down 2. Even though he doesn't have any defensive meter to work with, that's why he's backing off right now. He's going to stay as far away from PL as possible until he sees some of that defensive meter come back.
Exactly. Minimize the risk any way you can, especially because Shang doesn't really have a way to spend defensive bars, specifically with his moveset. Of course, he can use a wake-up attack or a forward or back roll, but he doesn't need to right now. He's backing up. He is out-zoning, and PL needs to find his way in, and this is where it can start.
He has to make something happen right now, but a down 3 spin, laying it all out on the line, and ArnKratos will advance to the top 16 on the winner's side, knocking PL into losers. Not out of it just yet.
Not out yet.
But down 3 spin. We saw a lot of risks out of PL there.
Yes, we
Some
did.
of them did pay off. That dive kick earlier on in the set did give him that round, but the raw fatal blow and then the down 3 spin, it was the nail in the coffin. So hopefully he ends up tightening that up a little bit as he moves on into the bracket. Because otherwise, he's been playing really solid.
He has been. I would have liked to seen a little bit more throwing there, especially, you know, you have to assess the situation. Every player plays different. Some people are more hesitant to hold on a block and they want to jump. They want to press buttons.
Yeah.
Some players are okay with just blocking, and they'll wait for their moment. And I feel like ArnKratos is one of those players.
I think so too. We were talking about it before about how ArnKratos, his defense was just unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't getting opened up by any shimmies. The grab techs were pretty much there. Even though PL didn't really go for a lot of them, when they happened, ArnKratos was there ready for it. And otherwise just controlling that space, even though that is where Shang thrives. Up close, he just seems pretty much dominant everywhere on the screen.
Yeah, man. I'm seeing a lot of great things there out of ArnKratos, so I'm really excited that he is in the top 16 on the winner side. So far we have SonicFox, Ninjakilla, ArnKratos, and Kombat making it out in the C pools, staying in the winner side, and top 16 is going to be later.
Again, coming from Russia, has made a huge run on the winner's side, defeating Perfect Legend to get here on the winner's side. With what happening in that bracket, he had to, something massive happened in that bracket. I remember happening that just changed everything. It was on the other side. What happened? Do you remember? I don't remember.
Wait, no. It probably happened off stream, but I remember
there was a huge upset, and
I think Kratos upset at El Kukui maybe. I think that might have been it.
It's craziness. No, it was a Kukui over someone big.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that opened up PL getting the victory there. And PL was literally a hit from top 16 on the winner's side. That matchup with ArnKratos was a game 3. I think it was a final round.
Yeah, he went full Kollector. He had it in the bag, and he just slipped it up.
Oh, and being so close because he had played that matchup so much in that pool already. El Kukui also rocking Shang Tsung, and he got the victory over El Kukui as well on the winner's side. So he was ready for it. It went down to the wire, and PL having a great performance here as well. Got to give him shout-outs, you know, from the turnaround of the couple of performances that we've seen in the pro competition.
Definitely.
Really showing up. But here on the winner's side, like I said, ArnKratos, Deoxys.
Oh my God.
I heard what he did off stream, and I'm going to tell the chat because the chat doesn't know.
Tell us. I want to know. I didn't even see it.
Deoxys versus K7 show-off went down to the last hit.
Oh!
And the last hit was Deoxys waking up with a flawless block of K7's down 1.
Oh my God.
In the up 2 fatal blow victory. With no health remaining, Deoxys is kind of ridiculous.
And that was for the winning kill?
Yes.
Dude, K7 must have turned into stone after that. That must have been insane.
Absolute insanity, and that's just one of a billion stories that happened off stream because that has been the depth of play here at NEC.
Yeah, today has been wild. Again, we're going to have ArnKratos versus Deoxys. I'm super excited to see how Deoxys deals with this matchup, being he's playing upgraded Jacqui. I mean, is she going to be able to, like, leap over Hellsparks and stuff and all this crazy stuff?
If she does, he's going to be whiffing for an awful long time, and there's going to be an awful big punish there waiting for him.
And yup, the character picks we were all guessing. Upgraded Jacqui Briggs versus the serious Warlock from ArnKratos. This is about to be wild. You about to be seeing Jacqui all over the screen. On the left side, right side, up, down, bottom, everywhere.
Yeah, you most certainly are. I've played Deoxys upgraded. I never want to do it again. If I can sit here and be honest with you, man to man, nope.
Me neither,
I'm
man.
good. I'm good.
I can tell you guys a real savage story, but I'm going to save it for later.
I'm comfortable right here, if I'm being honest with you, watching ArnKratos. See if he has the answers, because that is what is going to separate a potential upgraded Jacqui win versus a loss, is that you need so much lab work, you need so much knowledge against the upgraded. You can have a chance, and we're seeing a switch out of ArnKratos here, by the way, if you saw that, to Soul Eater.
Soul Eater, I didn't realize it actually. I wonder, maybe what I mentioned earlier about the Hellsparks whipping, that could be the case. So he's going to go to a variation that can really deal with things a lot easier.
Yeah, a little safer full screen.
Blocking the low, he was ready for the mid.
We
got Ermac.
The MK9 Ermac.
Yes.
And the MK9 reptile slide, baby. Woo! Love the animations.
Knocking him out of the air with a snake strike. Let's go, ArnKratos, not afraid of anyone in the mix.
That's the mix-up, and only in this variation, and
Round 2, fight.
I would have gotten it by the way.
Nobody's ready for that.
No one's ready for that mix-up.
That's a speed mix-up.
Oh my, the rain roundhouse.
Oh,
now we're
cow.
baby. All
This guy came here to play tonight, guys. ArnKratos, you said from Russia?
Back-to-back blocks on the low as well. That is not easy to do with how many options she has. Off of that leap, and another hit confirmed into the slam. Dude, just cashing out 300 at a time.
That standing three was just perfect.
We were questioning. We were thinking over the pick, but all of a sudden it's ArnKratos who's in full control of this match, and upgraded is used to being the one in the situation.
Okay, but wait a minute.
A lot of unbreakable damage can't be on deck.
Is on the momentum right now.
And he spent everything right there. The forward throw. Okay, this is back throw. This is the 140. There was some animation. I got 50-50 right there. But what a start from ArnKratos. He came in a variation that's not seen too much. You know, we have Kombat over here in the States that rocks at a high level, a few others. But I think that 50-50 really set the tone for the control.
And going into this now, too, Deoxys knows ArnKratos is lock and loaded with these devious 50-50 mixes out of nowhere in the blink of an eye. I will be scared, dude. First to two setting, this is it.
And he locks into Jacqui here. You know, we could.
Oh my God!
We could have seen the Geras. We could have seen all these other characters. It's gonna be upgraded Jacqui.
He's been grinding upgraded Jacqui nonstop, man. This is the pick. This is what his heart shows. I see the stress in his eyes right now. Let's go.
There are Twitter rants about this character.
There really are.
And Deoxys is one of the main two, but look who is prepared.
The way he's anti-airing Jacqui Briggs right now is just ridiculous. He's showing Deoxys that he's not afraid of these hops. He said, "You got hops, honey? I don't care."
The anti-airs on point. The blocks on point. That was
that was close. If you pushed the button and got hit by that, I would have went on the other side of the ring roundhouse.
Trying to send her around the world, which is what that thing does.
Plus frames.
Oh, no.
Very nice, dude. The extension on the arm reminds me of Kotal Khan's MKX jump in.
Oh, yeah, baby. Reaching. We call that the Sistine Chapel, where it's just David reaching out as far as he can. Oh, big risk with the slide as well. A little more risk out of Kratos here.
Very nice combo conversion. This is going to be a lot of damage. Is he going to go into the crushing blow combo? No. 30%. Yo!
I'm shocked that it went overneath that down three. That down three just kind of whipped into the air, but he was ready for it.
He down three right under it. This guy's continuing the pressure. ArnKratos, if he manages, that was nuts. If he manages to steal this round and make a comeback here, Deoxys is going to be in serious trouble.
Oh, with that very strong jump kick. Something about Shang's is just nasty. It's got that angle, it's got that startup and active frames to it that is just hard to deal with.
Oh my God,
confirmation. Double slamming him. Misses it. He drops it.
That was huge.
What, another 150 and then a possible throw to kill things to end the round?
That was a pretty massive drop right there, but fatal blows are on the line. Who's gonna let it reverse? And Deoxys gonna find the confirm for it, and is gonna take the round, tying it up 1-1.
And Kratos there blocked everything for a minute straight, and it still wasn't over yet.
Oh my
and Deoxys,
God.
with the quick hit confirm, is back in this match. And all that thought process after game number 1 is coming to effect. He said, you know what? I do believe in upgraded Jacqui, and this is what I need to do differently. And ArnKratos got a little more aggressive, I thought, early on in that
100%.
set. That got Deoxys that first round. He's resettled this match. Only a first to 2. Savage times ahead. 1 game. It's all that's going to settle this.
I feel if you're playing a character like upgraded Jacqui Briggs, you really got to keep the pace up with her. She's 100% one of the faster characters in this game. She hits you with relentless mix, relentless, unbreakable damage. And if you're not on par with that, man, you're going to get eaten alive.
Think of it like a race where it's, you know, they raise the flag and one car comes at 80 miles an hour and you're coming at 20 miles an hour.
Jacqui Briggs is 80 miles per hour.
Exactly. That's what she comes out at. You have to match that RPM or you're going to fall behind.
It has begun. Let's go. Is ArnKratos going to take it over for Russia?
Thank you, Kerry Tagawa. A couple of roundhouse cancels. That's a flashback and a half right here.
The double overhead is going to connect. Look at the damage off of it. 29%.
3 hundo. I don't know what that down 2 was. They're out in the middle of nowhere, but I respect it. I don't know what he was looking for. Maybe it's for there. I don't know. Swinging. That was an instant gun cancel. Are you kidding me? Deoxys with the execution.
Yeah, oh, what a roundhouse kick. I was going to say, once it gets down to a 1-1 situation, both these guys are to the wire. The gameplay changes, Aquaman.
Oh, yeah,
it changes big time.
You know, you have the tendency of in this situation to maybe take a little more risk, or, you know, here or there and see if it pays off. And here we go. The mega slam up Max. And just, he's catching a lot with down 2s. I wonder if that's optimal because there aren't many enders this variation.
I don't think he's paying attention to the meter. He had no option to break her. He could have went for a fatal blow finish, but he's still going to take it.
With the same 50-50 that won the first round of the first game, and all of a sudden we're reliving history here. Match point for ArnKratos. This is to get.
Oh, knocking her out of the air with the fireball.
To the winner's side of top 8 to face either Scar or SonicFox. Nice conversion there.
This is too wild right now. ArnKratos, thank God he blocked that overhead. I thought it was going to hit. After all the times he went for the low, that's the mix-up he's doing, you know? He's really keeping you on your toes.
If you think about it, this variation specifically makes it a 50-50 that can lead to the crushing blow, which is the overhead, because if only the overhead hits, oh my goodness, he was setting up the entire match.
Yeah. If he ends up, this is looking bad for your boy Deoxys right now. What is he going to do? He drops it!
No conversion!
No, yeah, that's crucial stuff, especially in a moment like this. What? He just interrupted the stream!
And he just got the offensive bar, like when he took to the air, it's as if it's scripted here.
This is going too far.
He is out of resources, though. Just got the offensive bar, does have the gun now, he's gonna come off it. Has another one, not gonna come, no.
Deoxys is staying alive right now. He does not want to be sent to the losers. And that's it!
ArnKratos, the defense was just so good. The knowledge, the implementation of it, the execution, the risk even at times, everything going his way. ArnKratos, top 8 winners here at NEC.
Bro, ArnKratos, you got it. This guy came from the ashes.
With a variation of Shang that is on almost no one's radar when it comes to this level, right?
Bruh.
That was insane.
That
winners top 8, NEC.
Soul Eater Shang.
Soul Eater Shang. We got to see some of the coolest animations in NRS history. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I don't ever want to see downplay on the character. I'm just saying, you know, a lot of people say, oh, Soul Eater Shang, you know, the ninjas don't do enough damage, blah, blah, blah. No, the character is violent.
I'm normally one to go off on rants here, but all I want to say is, can we stop with the downplay? Every character here has done something wonderful.
Yes, 100%.
Come on.
Especially for this game, Mortal Kombat 11. Tell me a character you haven't seen, like, on the come up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this game does a really good job of shining the light on all these wonderful.
You know, again, very talented player. Defense. I've never seen someone so committed to holding on to block and just waiting for the opportunity. I watched him just outweight some of the best players in the business.
And characters in upgraded Jacqui. He blocked everything.
He waited.
Waited for his turn, and he seized the moment. And that's what he's going to need here against Sonic. ArnKratos has a reputation, but it's been online as being this incredibly skilled player, and everyone had their doubts, but guess who's proving them wrong here? It is Kratos here in the winner's side of top 8 of the final premiere event, and going to show that he's one of the best in the world. And coming all the way from Russia, got to give massive shout outs as we come here into game number 1. It's going to be, what's it going to be? Is it going to be the Soul Eater pick, or is it going to be Warlock here against Kollector?
We have been seeing him play both, so it could be either one, depending on what he wants for the situation. Let's see it. Let's see what that variation is. Are you guys ready for some of the best Mortal Kombat 11 in the business here? Going right here with the Warlock variation is ArnKratos and SonicFox. They're staying true to their word, picking only Kollector for this entire tournament.
Had a couple of scares too, did Sonic, in the pools and in top 16, but has made it work, has made the adjustments on the fly.
You just can't downplay this character anymore. That's it. Everyone playing this character cannot downplay this character anymore. SonicFox is
Oh, and I don't know if that was an input error or not, but accidentally teleporting themselves into the corner right there. But it's a massive pickup, but a little bit of an execution error to start us off. Maybe feeling the jitters here.
Quite possibly here. SonicFox has ArnKratos up against the corner. Going to be doing a lot of damage here. Upwards, I'm sorry, just barely 30% here, 31%, and just hits him with a regular string, and that's going to be all she wrote for this round. SonicFox taking the lead.
So much does Sonic open up people with a threat of command grab, with a threat of normal throw that has double crushing blows, to walk up, wait a split second to try to get you to press a button, and then forward one you into just exactly that. We've seen it time and time again so far in this bracket. ArnKratos.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting for SonicFox dipping into normal throws, especially when he's got a mid-command grab in this variation. Almost find no reason to do it outside of just cashing in on those crushing blows. But is ArnKratos the type? Because every time he's always avoided the throw so perfectly, and as soon as I say that, he's just getting thrown here in the corner.
Yeah, you gotta be careful in mid-command grab again. And this can just loop if you have nowhere to go, just like this. And it's gonna be the threat of everything that is gonna be so massive for SonicFox. You know, the threat of normal throw, threat of the crushing blows. And then if you're trying to make a read on that, he's got the mid to really mix you up. Just so smart as Sonic and the approach of the tools that the character has. And I think that's why Sonic feels this character is so strong, because the character's always had the tools. It's just been utilization of it.
Yeah, definitely utilization here, but we are seeing it here. Great down two. One of the best down twos in the business. It lowers that hurt box, and SonicFox taking this game nice and clean here. But guys, remember, this is pro competition, so at pro competition rules, no longer a first to two. Now, every match from here on out, every set is 3 out of 5. So ArnKratos has a little bit of breathing room. He can go back to the character select, but opts not to. Instead, going right into rematch, doesn't even want to take a break. What do you think about that?
You know, I would have had a little bit of a breather with how Sonic came out. I think he's just going to say, you know what, just got to avoid a little bit more of, this, of those command grabs. And you have to be careful, Sonic playing at that 4 range, which not a lot of other characters can really contest. Those 4 staggers, 4 staggers, 4-4-3, letting it rip. Throwing the Beyblade out there in the field. And look at this massive B&B damage. Even on the breakaway, still eating 22 before it is not the best day at the office here in NK11.
No, definitely not. And SonicFox is doing a great job of staying right outside of that wake-up up 3 range, kind of forcing and making ArnKratos no longer, go for those options. And then once that happens, that's when you can go in with the mix, command grab or no command grab. Great punish here by the Fox.
All right, just a little bit of insider information. I was watching Sonic practice those punishes right before getting this top 8, as well as looking out for the Soul Eater pick and practicing the mix-up off of the back one that variation possesses. But it's going to be the Warlock pick, and looks prepared for both the Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
And taking away that tool, right, that ArnKratos used to getting away with just throwing out those skulls. Not against Sonic here. Knowing exactly how to punish with that forward dash into the 4. And look at the reward. Massive damage, no breakaway available. Looks for the reset. And that wasn't even a kick throw. He just blocked and then did it.
Well, SonicFox right now showing us how powerful a standing reset can be, especially when you have access to command grab. But hold on, ArnKratos getting the crushing blow. 30% full screen here. Now, SonicFox, they need to work their way in.
Has to have the highest hit rate on crushing blows out of Shang Tsung I've ever seen out of anyone that has played the character to date.
It's so quick to get that big boot to the face.
Oh, look at the teleport, a little too slow. When we went for the down force there, maybe sticking with the 1-1. Those teleports do recover awful quick. The frame data makes the otherwise, though. And avoiding the kill with the breakaway. That means that Sonic believes in the round, in the comeback here.
He at least believes in being, or I'm sorry, they at least believe in being alive long enough to get some bar back. It could happen. It could happen. One opening, and this could happen. It could go into finish. No!
Did you see back-to-back the down 1 of Shang whiffing?
Yes, it did. Whiffed like nothing.
That would have been a choice that I would have gotten in that situation, right? Just swing with a down 1.
Try it. I mean, look, when they're so far down on health, down to nothing, it's a great option. Getting a little health back with that 12% throw. Big jump in kick, and it's going to lead into a lot of damage thanks to the corner positioning. Ending it here with the Soul Train. Going for the throw, but SonicFox ready to poke back, ready to take the offense. Wake up 3.
Because, you know, ArnKratos has the escape failed. You know Sonic's going to be scouting out another throw attempt, and just like that. Because, you know, at that point, you're just playing the percentages. If you've got the crushing blow locked and loaded, odds are you're probably going to try to do it.
What a teleport and a perfect punish here executed. Oh, but he drops the combo. Breakdown 2. You can't jump in on SonicFox. You just can't.
This is one of the best anti-airs versus arguably one of the best jump kicks in the game. You know, Shang, Tsung, Kung Lao up there in the top tiers, and there's another one for you, and ArnKratos all of a sudden tied this up at 1-1. We got ourselves a match.
I think I just got done saying you can't jump in on SonicFox, and that was really the determining play here. And like you said, Shang Tsung has one of the best jump kicks in the game.
It's just got that special angle to it, and
that's not in the frame data.
Yeah, so so it has the angle, and in the frame data, it has the startup and the active frames of what you want.
Great command grow, and it's amazing Oki. League's close enough, but great down 2 here by ArnKratos, recognizing it fast enough for those active frames to come into play. A great poke, and SonicFox is finding themselves really close to the corner here. Big conversion, just close enough to pull off all this damage. 30%, which is a lot for Shang Tsung.
That it most certainly is, and ArnKratos has found the damage with this character, which is something we're not used to really seeing too much in competitive play. It's the more laid-back, zony style. Just get the 200s, the 220s off of the zoning eruption combos, but not ArnKratos. He's finding the damage, finding the crushing blows, and just looks like a master of his character.
Absolutely, absolutely here. Great blocks to the full string. Doesn't get anything afterwards. Instead looking for a short hop. Not sure if that was an input error, but doesn't matter. ArnKratos ready to take the lead here in game number 3 as he is up 1 round over the Fox.
I think one of the biggest questions of the tournament is what will happen when Sonic goes down, potentially 2-1 situation. Will they come off of Kollector? But we saw on the winner's side was down 1-0 against someone like Biohazard and stuck with it and still made it work because, again, the adjustments mid-match.
I mean, you got to consider that, SonicFox, that they know that they're a shoe-in here for final combat. So, not as serious of a moment here, but you can't sneeze at the amount of money that these guys are all competing for.
There is still $10,000 on the line here, and you're right. Sonic is not only locked in, but locked in at first. There's no way to pass them in points.
It's just been too dominant of a season.
But of course, when you're on top, when you're on the top, you want to stay on the top, and so you want to win everything leading up into it, and that's kind of the SonicFox mentality is staying at the top.
Yeah, absolutely true here. Great jumping kick over to the other side, and still no anti-air, just kind of waiting for the opportunity is the SonicFox.
Oh, break down 2. Scary situation right there. ArnKratos had those plus frames. If Sonic had decided to disrespect, Fatal Blow could have been sitting there. Very scary, but SonicFox able to stay alive with it back to the corner, too. Ooh. Scary whip to stand 1 in that down 4 range. Just jump kicking in and says, you know what? Try and anti-air this. Shang Tsung's down 2. Not so good as Kollector's there. Just challenging him.
Great hit confirm here, but drops the ender, doesn't get the combo extension, but it's okay. ArnKratos picking it up right where he dropped and, taking advantage of the momentum, taking advantage of the fact that Kollector was still blocking.
One of the few characters that can punish that forward 3 string as well. You saw the ground eruption do it, gets a great read on the 4 attempt out of Sonic, and Sonic mixing things up so well. Hasn't done the forward 1 stagger really at all this match.
No. But, these command grabs have been pretty successful. 150 damage here, and ready for the teleport, ready to react. ArnKratos has SonicFox up against the ropes here as ArnKratos takes the lead 2-1. And a lot of people considered ArnKratos to be the underdog, but like you said, sticking with Kollector, SonicFox not straying away, and now locked on this character for the entirety of the set. They need to win the next 2 games if they want to stay in the upper bracket here.
If you saw there, ArnKratos gave us a little bit of a wink right there. It's those mid-match adjustments. Doing something differently against those teleports that he was reacting to earlier, but with the wrong normal, it seemed. This time going with the 1-1 looked to be a much better choice, and caught Sonic off guard, thought he may have been able to get away with murder. Oh, this is the sexy combo. That is some.
It's tough. It's a tough combo. If you guys don't believe me, try it in training room and then try to do it in a competitive setting with so much pressure on the line here.
I remember yesterday Sonic dropping that twice in 1 game and still kept going for it. And you know what? Hit it from then on out. It's that belief. And with that belief has a huge lead. I think was a little late on the down 2 attempt right there, but got the low profile set just by holding down. Because that's what happens when a lot of people do those early jump normals, try to get those active frames out there as quick as possible, is that they're going to be very high. And so you can't get a lot of low profiles on these jump attempts.
Yeah, that definitely happens all the time here. I love how ArnKratos is not committing or over-committing to the 3-hitting string, but recognizing that, either SonicFox has blocked the first part of the string or that the string has whiffed, so he's not, putting himself in any real danger. ArnKratos is just playing like a maniac right now. By maniac, I mean just playing so well. So calculated, so patient. I mean, this is incredible MK11 gameplay right here.
I've also seen Arn take something completely out of the game plan, which is back 3 mix-up. Was utilizing it all day yesterday and had to have thought that Sonic was going to do some preparation on it. Completely took it out and has a different approach and now puts himself on match point against SonicFox here in the pro competition just to start off our top 8.
This is intense. This is down to the wire. Getting the full punish is the Fox here. And that's the perfect time to command grab as soon as your opponent's on the ground. Now keep in mind, this command grab is mid. You're forced to jump against it. Gets the beautiful combo there. Great corner carry positioning here. Right front, but he decides to just jump on Wake Up. And SonicFox now finds themselves in a really bad spot, but still able to just mace out of there. Drops the combo. That's huge.
Oh no, that was a massive jump. They could have got it, but a whiff of the throw of ArnKratos, and Sonic is going to tie us up at 2-2 out of nowhere. Realizing the situation that they are in and just having to laugh it off, it seems.
Is that the first down 2 crushing blow we saw in that set? I mean, that's something very common in this game because every character has access to it. But
I feel like the more that this game has developed competitively, the less we've seen those kind of day one, oh, well, it's going to happen. We've seen less and less of that, and
you're right.
These higher tactics, it feels like the more that we play this game and the more utilization of the other tools that these characters have and the game system itself has really shaped up MK11 well competitively.
Yeah, at a high level, a lot of these players know that every single throw is a risk. Every single throw could mean a full combo or at least a down to crushing blow into a lot of damage or into, coming off of that breakaway, which a lot of people don't want to do that. They don't want to take the risk, so why would they?
Or in Sonic's case, why take that risk when you just throw a mid grab that's unblockable and uncrouchable?
I know you know all about those mid command grabs, Mr. Aquaman.
It's a good life.
That's a privilege. Oh, fatal blow. Now this should be enough here. I know this one doesn't really scale, especially after it connects after only 2 hits.
I saw a lot of shields and able to survive his Arn. Do you believe in magic? You just woke up with it. Another match point for ArnKratos. Stolen. Call the police. 911. I'd like to report a robbery.
Absolutely robbed from right underneath there. He just knew. He knew that was the opportunity. And SonicFox, they just didn't think he was capable of doing such a move.
That is the mix-up, Arma. Are they going to do it or not? We don't even know.
You were just talking about how we don't see day 1, day 2 stuff, and that's day 1 as it gets. Wake Up fatal blow, and it worked.
Hey, it worked. Match point for Kratos. SonicFox also dwindling on health right now. Being zoned out so smart is Kratos, not trying to take too many risks. We know that the threat of teleport's there the entire time.
Down 2 working perfectly, but SonicFox dropping the follow-up there. I'm not sure if it was actually possible. He did seem like he was high enough.
What a conversion straight skull to close out that.
Right there, he's thinking about positioning. He wants Kollector away, but Kollector so mobile with the access to that teleport specific to this variation only.
SonicFox looking at the threat of the throw and being able to open him up with the 1-2 right there and gets a perfect spacing on the 4-4. Cashes out on the breaker as well. The down 2 misses on the air there. So hard to beat it. Is that Shang Tsung kick? Now a chip territory. It's Sonic the Ghost of Losers, and ArnKratos has done it.
He did it. He did the unbelievable, knocking SonicFox into the lower bracket as this first round in this top 8. Absolutely incredible.
Coming in here with, I think he came in here with a couple of pro competition points. All the way from Russia to guaranteed top 3, sending SonicFox to lose. Come on.
How?
Come on.
How is this possible?
Cinderella story here at Northeast
Incredible.
Championships.
Incredible. He's gone through so many great players. And again, it comes down to his willingness to just be patient, well calculated, and understand the risk. Didn't go for too many throws, just kind of waiting to whiff punish anything, waiting to get anything guaranteed. Although jumping with Shang Tsung, how risky is that? It is one of the best jump kicks in the game. So is it really risky?
It's crazy how even he had Sonic condition there at the end to just hold the jump kick. Because, you know, I think throughout the set, it was, okay, I've anti-aired like 3 times, but I've gotten kicked like 7 times. Maybe I should kind of calm down on that a little bit.
And what's the math?
And you notice in that last game, just Sonic holding those jump kicks, allowing Kratos to take his turn. And it was just control out of Kratos, I think, throughout that entire set. Wonderful, masterfully played, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh, yeah, no, it was. It was absolutely fantastic, but it's not going to be the end of SonicFox. SonicFox is still going to be in the lower bracket. This is a double elimination tournament, so up to date with more and more anything esports, be sure to follow NRS Esports on Twitter. Also, follow the action and you stay up to date on what tournaments are coming out, local events, major events, online events, everything fine and in between.
Not just pro competition, all of competitive Mortal Kombat 11. Also, as a reminder, the Challenger Series is absolutely free. I just need to put that out there.
Yes.
It's absolutely free. Just sign up for it, play in Mortal Kombat. Very easy to do.
I believe last time on the Challenger Series, you did get, access to very specific prizes.
Yeah,
all about the Challenger Series. You got the wallpaper and a few other things to show everyone
And
your competitive spirit.
if you advance far enough, you can get into some money. It all depends on the stage that you get to. Guys, check it out. Once again, if you guys want to see the website, go to PlayStation.com, find tournaments, click Mortal Kombat 11. Everything is right there. And being able to access from the console and the tournament itself happening on the console itself, it's so easy.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. Okay.
There you go. I like it. All
right.
I'm digging it. All right.
So
up on stage, we have winners finals. These guys have not lost a set this entire weekend. But that statement is no longer going to be true after this. Somebody's going to be going down to the lower bracket, the losers bracket, the dingus brackets, whatever you're calling it. And they're going to be down to one last tournament life. Is it going to be ArnKratos all the way from Russia, or is it going to be Ninjakilla?
I want to talk about how close this top 8 has been. There have been only 3-0s so far out of all of these matches. So many, the rest being 3-2, 3-1, has just gone to show how close this tournament has been. We saw the same thing in top 16. So many 2-1s. So many. And for that to just continue here in the top 8, it's what we wanted, it's what we expected. We're continuing to see the upsets. Here we go in the winners finals. Kratos drawing first blood too. Coming to play, baby. Whiffing the projectile, and ArnKratos recognizing that too, taking the turn. And is this one of the few characters that those projectiles do whiff on? I thought maybe a couple issues right there. Maybe didn't do a string that jails into it. And we're seeing what we saw before. It's Soul Eater, and there are not many people that are ready for Soul Eater, baby. Does give him a 50-50 off the back one. We're going to see some classic MK9 ninja animations. I'm excited here.
And we're going to be seeing the introduction of Reptile in the game. As we can see, Shang Tsung possibly...
Rain, Ermac.
Yeah, it could be anything. So many ninjas on the screen as Shang Tsung just forms into them.
Whack, whack!
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. And there's a little reptile slide for the side switch. I love there. Again, ArnKratos keeping tabs on everything. How little damage he had left and his health bar. And again, the screen positioning, corner positioning is key at high level play. Big boot to the face. Every time.
He finds it so well kicking around. That's what it's I'm literally watching MK9.
Nobody can downplay Kollector, and now nobody can downplay Shang Tsung at all. I don't want to hear it anymore. ArnKratos did this all with just 2 variations from Shang Tsung because the second one is absolutely useless.
Also a character that everyone abandoned ship on when they nerfed 20 damage on him.
Oh, 20 damage!
Abandoned ship! Here in the winners finals, doing just fine in multiple variations. The roundhouse going around the world. Going off multiple bars of meters, drops the combo. Oh no!
You don't want to do this.
That would have killed. Not like this.
Don't do this to Ninjakilla. Don't give him the opportunity. Do not give him the opportunity.
Here we go.
Gonna be pushing him closer to the corner. Not tapping into fatal blow just yet.
Oh,
he believes.
Taking the risk. Yeah, just made the belief that he was gonna try to interrupt the cancel.
Yes. But ArnKratos, and I think that was a bold read because ArnKratos has been someone defensive, holding on to block and using his best reactions to try to wiggle away from those throws, most of the time with the correct throw tech. So bad call from Ninjakilla, honestly. Bad call. I don't know if he hasn't been watching ArnKratos' matches.
Unless it worked.
But it didn't. Hindsight is 2020. I saw what happened. It didn't work. No. But seriously, like just analyze it. See what ArnKratos has been, how he's been playing. But I think possibly Ninjakilla is just like, I don't need to watch his matches. because he's not going to be
Yeah.
SonicFox, and he did with Wake Up Fatal Blow.
I saw Sonic before this top 8 practicing against Soul Eater and the mix-up off of back 1. That's back 1 reptile slide and back 1 2. And he was struggling block it. He was struggling block it, trying to find a fuzzy there.
Yeah.
And what that opens up, I didn't realize until watching ArnKratos here, is it really opens up the back 1 2 crushing blow.
Oh, yeah.
If he enforces that low and you block low and just the overhead hits, you're going for a ride.
Oh, big ride. A lot of damage. Now Ninjakilla switching over, staying with Johnny Cage, but instead going with outtake Johnny Cage, where he's going to have a little bit more to contest with in terms of zoning at the mid or full screen. Those arcing fireballs are incredible. Going just full, ArnKratos not really risking too much, going regular strings, trying to jump in. Great anti-air from Ninjakilla, pushing him closer to the corner. ArnKratos fighting back, poke for pokes, down fours and down fours.
And
the
here we go
forward
with the
throw.
corner. Gonna keep him locked here. Johnny Cage has got someone knows this is the back
back
throw.
throw.
And he gotta reset the neutral here. But that is the heart of the tech, and here comes the smoke screen. Hello, baby. The old school shake. Get the projectile out of here and closing the distance. But Ninjakilla is able to fight his way out of the gap closed by ArnKratos there.
Perfect punishment of that overhead. The short hop overheads are all unsafe, but the tight, it is very tight window for the punishment. And Ninjakilla displaying, he's able to do it on the fly as soon as he reacts to it. Straight skulls because he doesn't have access to the up skulls in this variation. So keep that in mind. Oh, reptile slide. You always want to keep that in mind when his back is up against the corner because of the side switch ability. Ninjakilla probably learning to adapt to this, giving him a side switch of his own with a back throw, just stopping him from doing anything, trying to jump away. ArnKratos being very passive here, trying to block. And right there, the defense is insane. His ability to throw tech is insane.
Oh, and you're utilizing the tool so well. That jump kick being so mean. Look at the pushback on that. Into the roundhouse cancel. Thrown out a stand for even. Probably meant to be a down for. Easy confirmation here. And that's going to force the breakaway. This is a scary situation. And the pickup off of the Ermac slam. Catches up for 280. Down to getting that max damage. And now it's ArnKratos, so close to the chip out, and tying with the skull, and tying us up at a round to piece. And I'm telling you, when he's got his back to the wall, watch him utilize that slide to really open up that crushing blow, because that threat of the slide is really going to be there for the side switch.
Oh yeah, no, definitely going to be on Ninjakilla's mind. And, we even saw he was susceptible to the crushing blow. Oh, hitting him with the low, that second hit of that string. Catches a lot of people off guard, but he drops the second Ermac lift.
Buff Ermac, I can see it on Twitter now. Buff my man's Ermac.
Buff a character that's not even in this game. Escape fails. ArnKratos did get the attempt, but did not guess the back throw. Instead, was thinking forward throw was coming. So again, gonna just take that into consideration for the next one. Showstopper, the Rising Star. Such a great move, especially when you amplify and keep it safe. Jumping in, but getting nothing.
Yeah, no Ermac lift there. Didn't force the breakaway. Maybe thought the breakaway was coming in that situation, but the Ermac lift not even punishable. Big whiff there, just does a raw slide.
And that was definitely not a punish or a counter. Ninjakilla just wasn't watching his feet, just like a regular reptile player.
I was going to say, just like a reptile player would do.
Hey man, slide was good.
So ready for it again with the tech. You're talking about the defense of Kratos.
I don't know how he's so good at this. Like you have to guess. I mean, there is reacting to it, but you have to know. And when you're in the mid screen, you don't know which way your opponent's going to throw you. Oh, he bet it all.
And I mean, 50-50.
He bet it all.
50-50 right there. And he almost called out Ninjakilla to say, I've got you conditioned. And Ninjakilla said, you didn't say the magic word.
Ninjakilla in control here, fighting back, getting on the board. Game number 3 here. The score is tied up 1-1, and I wouldn't have it any other way. These guys are going back and forth. The best of the best here from this weekend in winners finals. Big jumping kick from ArnKratos.
Whack, whack, such a sick animation to see it resurrected. Thank you so much, NetherRealm. I'll be the one to say it. And blocking the over at first attempt off the back 1-2. Ninjakilla looking prepped, but look at this health deficit position that Kratos has put him in.
Oh, here we go. Getting a throw. Going to be tossing him in the corner. Side positioning, very important. And regular just... there was even no tech attempt there from ArnKratos, as you didn't see the notification pop up.
Coming in from downtown and closing it out before he got that defensive bar. I think that was wraps no matter what. ArnKratos, I gotta tell you, has made me a believer in Soul Eater Shang Tsung no matter what transpires today over the weekend. Wow.
Like I said,
what a character.
You can no longer downplay this character. You can no longer downplay Russia.
What a player. What a player.
He is an incredible player, and that just goes to show you that it is possible to come from anywhere if you're willing to do it, willing to take the risk. ArnKratos putting Russia on the map.
Put the work in, ladies and gentlemen. Again, looking more inward to the solutions of the character rather than outward.
Right, that's right. Hold on. He's getting his face punched in by Johnny Cage.
Good answer by Ninjakilla here, as we are dead even in this winners finals match.
The slugfest, man, going back and forth like crazy. A regular throw here, gonna keep him in the corner. The forward throw, ArnKratos. And look at Ninjakilla, how aggressive he gets, because right now he's sniffing out these pokes, and he knows as soon as I block down 4, it is my turn to swing, and I am gonna be coming in oppressive fashion.
So ready for the jump kick. He said, I'm gonna have something active here before you even do the jump kick. It's getting anti-aired, and with no breakaway, Ninjakilla's response is pure aggression. And how scary is this young man when he turns up the heat? No pun intended on his main character, but wow, when he gets aggressive, it is scary to watch.
It is, and you know, and it's been, you know, Ninjakilla's uprising is one of the most phenomenal and unique stories that have been out there. Ninjakilla, not an Injustice 2 player, but instead kept playing MKX because he loved the game, and everyone just kept saying,
Pretty good game.
yes, I know you love it, Mr. Total back one as a mid. Okay. Either way, Ninjakilla able to just kind of make a name for himself and show everybody, I love playing this game and I am one of the best. And everybody said, you know, he's only good because nobody else is playing. He's only good because nobody else is playing the game competitively.
MK11 was announced. It's like, okay, this is a completely different play. The game, you know, is different from MKX. It's not going to reward all this crazy nonsense offense. Ninjakilla, first tournament, beats Legends, wins the whole thing. Silence.
Silence, complete silence, and he was able to prove himself and show everyone that he has what it takes to hang with the best. I mean, a real Cinderella story when it comes to, you know, any fighting game player's lore. I mean, incredible. No story better than Ninjakilla jumping over the other side, being really, really aggressive and really doing a great job of opening up ArnKratos.
Here we go, getting the back 3-4, the side switch.
That's a risky string because everybody can interrupt that.
It's scary, man.
Everybody can interrupt that string, but you know, ArnKratos knowing exactly when to throw it out, knowing that that low is going to hit, but Ninjakilla waiting for his opportunity, not panicking, and even has the corner position. Ninjakilla on match point right now.
A little too late on the meteors. ArnKratos giving Ninjakilla the time to wake up north, a kick in the north.
Okay. A little juggle here, gonna be pushing him closer and closer, and just, again, so much damage just ticking away here. But we know the real damage from Johnny Cage is once that fatal blow comes into territory.
You only make him stronger the more you hurt him, it feels like, against Johnny. So what I find is that you need to put yourself in a position where you can kill him, like get him right before fatal blow and then go for the kill. But Ninjakilla absolutely running with this, and the throw on that guy is going to do it. Breaking the back, and 2 grand finals on the winner's side is Ninjakilla here at NEC. Wow, what a performance. ArnKratos fighting tooth and nail, though, took it to him, and it was a couple decisions I found in with that game number 3 that could have changed everything.
Yeah, I mean, a few decisions, and you saw Ninjakilla just adapting on the fly, whether that was him just kind of, you know, reassessing the situation, knowing exactly where those down 4 pokes were coming, and knowing exactly that ArnKratos willing to block, just keep blocking. And he exploited that very, very well.
It was a couple of just micro decisions here or there that could have changed everything. And Ninjakilla, in those moments, that's kind of where he thrives, though, is outreading his opponents in those magical moments. And ArnKratos is going to go into losers finals, where he may have a rematch with Sonic, or he may have a matchup with Kombat. We will find out here after this next match as we go down to the loser side. It is going to be SonicFox versus Kombat in loser semis to set our losers finals. What a match! What a tournament!
Oh no, this has been incredible. Again, you had everything. You know, you had the usual suspects, the usual guys in the top 8. You know, SonicFox made it in, Ninjakilla. Even Dragon got the top 8, even on the lower side or the loser side. Again, whatever you guys want to call it. And
he's a loser to me. He lost.
Okay, either way, let's not name call here from the commentary desk, because it's so easy to do that.
I'm just saying, you know.
We're just stating facts.
Yeah.
We're just stating facts. But, you know, ArnKratos going up against ArnKratos.
In a matchup that happened in the first round of this top 8, the first match of this top 8, going 3-2 the distance, and it was the upset of ArnKratos over Sonic. It is statistically near impossible to defeat Sonic twice in the same tournament. Only a few humans on this planet can say that they've done that.
That's true. That's true.
And ArnKratos is going to try to do it here. And then it will be on Sonic if getting that to try to beat Ninjakilla twice. And again, that has been an epic rivalry of the ages. We'll get into that depending on who wins here in this epic run back.
Down to out of the sky. Beautiful anti-air from the Fox. Slamming him down afterwards with the command grab, and ArnKratos really getting tossed back and forth. Regular throw, SonicFox possibly trying to create the stipulations for the crushing blow requirement because we know how much damage it does, and Kollector has access to it on both sides, but man, what a forward three. Perfectly executed by SonicFox.
Going through everything right there, and I'm seeing maybe a little bit of adjustments from Sonic from their winner's side match, stopping the jump kick early because we saw how much Kratos was able to get that established on the winner's side and really control the pace of the match towards the end of it in that game number 5.
Oh, hold on, a little slam here, getting caught by that stray low from the Kollector, not quite chipped out, and a miscalculation, a misspacing here on the up skulls from ArnKratos. ArnKratos, again, going with this Roylock variation, trying to possibly just create a little bit more distance between himself and his opponent, but we all know how well the Fox has been utilizing that teleport.
You know, look at the spacing from both of these players. You know, SonicFox knowing his punishes at distances on those up skulls, and you see ArnKratos spacing out these normals perfectly. These two are playing such a great game of Mortal Kombat 11 between each other. Excellent stagger the forward room from Sonic, and here comes the command grabs. Are we even some loops? No, the up 3 says, I don't want to guess anymore.
I don't. I just want the invincibility frames, the invulnerable frames, whatever frames you want to call it, to just get through anything my opponent is dishing out. What a punish. Did he just walk over to the side?
Time.
He made it whip. He made it whip.
He just walked underneath it. Entered the matrix on it.
A little trade, definitely in ArnKratos' favor because of the down 4 has so much hit stun, getting a little bit of health back, but SonicFox just taking it all away and taking this game number 1. ArnKratos up against the ropes with Russia completely behind him. The world's largest country is rooting for ArnKratos to take down the best fighting game player to have ever existed.
You can see the adjustments. You can see Sonic coming out at another level, it seems. And this is why it's so hard to defeat them twice in the same tournament. You've already given them all of this knowledge, and they have time to sit there, reflect on it, think on it, and possibly go back, lab it a little bit, and go, I got you next time. And just laugh it off.
I mean, it's tough though. Even though you're going down to the lower bracket, I mean, you have to understand why you lost, and you have to keep playing all these tough opponents. It's not an easy thing to do. Slamming them down here and just stopping ArnKratos' attempts to jump out on Wake Up. SonicFox displaying perfectly how to keep your opponent grounded.
Exactly, and has those options covered. He knows what to do when they jump. If they're grounded, has so many options covered at the same time. Found that with Kollector, certain strings cover the most options more, and that's kind of the difference between SonicFox's Kollector and every other Kollector out there.
No one else is trying except SonicFox.
I mean, I don't know.
No, but seriously, there are 3 different wake-up timings. Normal wake-up, slight delay wake-up, and long delay wake-up. SonicFox is covering all these and not letting him jump, not letting him get this crazy wiggle room at all. Down 1 to just keep him there, countering him, and ArnKratos possibly looking for a throw, possibly trying to jump out there. But SonicFox keeping his bases covered. That's going to be a big punish here. ArnKratos finding the opening he's been so desperately looking for. Up skulls to put him at full screen, but SonicFox just wave dashing his way in, getting the crushing blow throw.
31% later, and you already see the mix-up SonicFox is implementing off of stand 1. So many times you saw command grab, and now trying to mixing things up with the forward 1, really keeping Kratos guessing here early on. The early breakaway, just going to reset the neutral here at 4-4 range, and on command, here it comes, and Sonic swiftly 4 straight rounds and a 2-0 lead here in the run back, and this is almost what SonicFox is known for.
Yes, absolutely known for just being able to come back from the lower bracket or the loser's bracket even stronger, knowing that more is on the line, the last tournament life available to SonicFox, because it's literally do or die, and SonicFox wants that money, wants that big chunk of the pop prize.
Wow. This has just been a different match, it seems, from the winner's side. You know, it's everything going SonicFox's way. I don't know if it's just, you know, the information that Kratos gave him, he's like, okay, I got the answers for it, or if the mix-ups have just worked. Because sometimes it could just be as simple as that, of just doing things a little bit differently, and it works.
Yeah, and again, we mean information that Kratos gave him as in, you know, as information that Kratos gave them as in, you know, not literally telling him, but showing the tendencies.
Showing him what he's going to do.
Yeah, showing the tendencies and seeing how ArnKratos reacts to things.
How he pressures, what he does here on this stagger, what he does there. SonicFox with no breakaway is going to get some hefty damage here, and is, I would say, about 19 for 20 on that here in this top 8.
So successful. Very, very high success rate. Oh, look at what an anti-air there. It hurts. We haven't seen that all top 8, but SonicFox able to pull it off here. Aquaman just puking on the
Oh
side
my
of this
goodness.
commentary desk
Sorry,
because he can't believe what just happened.
That was a little nasty right there.
I don't know what kind of mess he left on this floor, but either way, ArnKratos looking to shake it off, getting the back throw, corner positioning, and just looking for his opportunity once that mace whiffs. Great throw escape there by SonicFox, knowing exactly which way he was looking to get tossed.
No Solar mix-ups have come either, and here's Sonic again mixing things up. Do regular throw, command grab. Oh, breakaway in the bolo too, and no fear whatsoever. Another escape failed, another 31% locked and loaded for SonicFox here on that regular throw.
It's insane. It is very scary, and you got to know because Kollector does have the crushing blow on both forward and back throw, so you got to watch out. You can't play to or away from it. You just got to guess, and he corrects right. No longer on the table. Crushing blow is avoided here so far because of that successful tech, but it doesn't matter because SonicFox, no, not this time.
Not gonna work again in Sonic. 6 straight rounds, 3 over ArnKratos.
Mercy!
And he shows mercy!
What an absolute savage! Does not care about ArnKratos' feelings, does not care about what's going to happen or what could happen because he's ready to chip him out, ready to just stop this reptile slide because why not? Let's do it!
Oh, he tried to bet it all on the overhead, and Sonic moving along to grand finals. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do have a massive update for you when it comes to the final combat. Something that we actually didn't see coming at all when looking at the points in that Samij and Kombat actually ended up tying for the 12th and final spot of the pro competition.
So, because there's a tie, what happens? How do we make this decision, Mr. Aquaman?
There were 5 different tiebreakers. I forgot 4 of them because the first one's all that's going to matter.
That's all that matters.
The first tiebreaker is whoever placed higher at Evolution, and it was Samij. Samij actually gets the final combat spot over Kombat in the Mortal Kombat Pro competition.